Watching some of Alexander's captures, our friend Alexander in Germany. So let's see what he caught this week. Yes.
We're gonna have to start, thanking him regularly.
Totally.
A contributor. Yeah, this is that one I was talking about with the drawing.
Look at that.
I think that's the red asteroid.
I was going to say, look at that asteroid.
The little dot in the center, that's the little sister in front of the red asteroid. I'm pretty sure. But what really strikes me as important is look at all the star destroyers right there above it in the background, right there.
Look at those guys.
Those are star destroyers, guys. And look at those bubbles right there. Those are more star destroyers parked in front of.
Let me get your drawing, Sam.
You were the purple.
Let me get that drawing.
Where the purple illumination is in the back on the right-hand side. That's where the cube is.
Okay.
And those dots are star destroyers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, if you'll come up with that drawing, Rebecca.
Yeah, I was pulling up right now. Wait. Oh, there's an issue. Hang on. Darn it. Everything's going so good.
Of course.
And then there's going to be an issue.
Yeah, you can actually.
Okay.
And this, I drew this drawing in 2019, after I watched the Texas Cube sitting above in the northwest sky, offloading these star destroyers. And so I drew this picture because this is what I saw in the sky. And there were no clouds around it other than minor vaporous clouds around the Texas Cube per se itself. And there were many, many smaller craft. I could have drawn in a whole bunch more, but I just did a quick drawing of it because I wanted to remember. And I should have dated this drawing, which is surprising I didn't. Because I learned to do so. That way we can tell back when. But I remember when I drew it. Good.
I was going to say, if you see the cube in here, point it out for me, because I'm looking for it. I'll back it up just a little bit, so now that we know what we're looking at.
Star Destroyer, which is Star Destroyer. There's quick support craft, a couple more Star Destroyers. Okay, it's dead center in the middle right now. See the square?
Okay.
Yeah, right there. The square, now it's too close. It's down a little bit from here, right there. See the square in the background? The little gray square.
All right, and then there's that.
And those are star destroyers that are enveloped in clouds. Yeah, purplish.
Wonder where they're going and what they're doing.
No.
And what they look like. What they had for dinner.
What are they doing up there? Where are
what they're wearing.
They're there. Okay. They're showing. They are here showing the leaders of Earth that there is a squadron of high-tech invasion fleet. And if we don't do what they tell us, then they will invade and take what they want anyway. Because they don't need doors. They do not need, you can lock yourself in your bunker installation 3 miles down in a hole, and they can still get in. They don't use doors.
Friendly, egg, to me,
well,
if they're going to be that way about it.
We are a commodity. We're a herd of owned commodity. They own us. They created us. We belong to them, just like a herd of cattle to some Montana rancher. And they fly in their helicopter and study the herd and take, samples of their hair and their blood to make sure they're healthy and check them. And then they have individuals they like to watch and do case studies on, just like we do with wolves or elephants or sharks. How we see the ethical treatment of tagging a shark is how they see ethical treatment of tagging us. We are owned. And to them,
I
it's
like
a
that
whole different
question.
point of view. They, we are short-lived little creatures. We're like pets. We don't live that long. They live
What about
thousands of
Egg's
years.
question? Can they, do they have that
Can they fall in love? Of course
feeling?
they
They
can.
can fall in love? Are they empathetic?
Well, how else
Are
do
they
you think they make
empathetic?
space eat baby E.T.? They gotta make baby E.T. Of course, they're creatures. There's many different beings. Some lizards, some humanoids, some elongated skull humanoids. I've never met enough of them to actually stand here and tell you this is this. But the ones that I have met, I can fully describe to you. But and of course they do. They have to exist. They're a civilization, and they've been around a lot longer than we have.
Right, yeah, Audrey. We're like a TV show, a comedy, probably. Earth. All right.
It's like raising you watch, horses live, 28, 30 years or so if they're lucky.
Maybe
Like
they
owning
think
a
we're
horse,
cute.
and you watch it grow and you take care of it, and then you put it out to pasture when it gets old and all of that.
I think Mittens is cute. I adore her. So, what if they
I just your
think that
picture
way about
on
us?
Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love the little walking collar.
I know. I'll get it. You watch
And I was thinking, poor Mittens, the gas station cat, is now being led on a leash.
I know.
I wonder how Mittens feels about that.
She kind of takes off. She hasn't earned my trust yet.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think that's the
Takes
red
off.
asteroid right there. But the ships behind it are absolute.
Yeah.
See the center? There's a little sister. We know red asteroid has a little sister in front of her all the time. And there were some great captures. I noticed that you commented on Facebook this week, Rebecca, with the cloud pattern again.
Oh, yeah?
The really cool reddish, brownish clouds that we see all the time.
Yeah.
And this is a cut-off sun. Uri is cutting in from the left, and the Saturn Yellow Moon is cutting into the sun from the right, and that's why it's orange on small spots. And we also know that Matim is showing up again. Matim is to the upper right of the sun, just behind Uri, but poking his face out. We saw a whole bunch of shots this week that came in to match it and prove that this is yet still occurring. And I believe Matim is actually getting bigger.
Wow. Did you guys see that? Oh, maybe, I don't know, looked like a Star Destroyer right on the horizon, just right there.
Back it up. Really?
That does. Look at that.
Damn, what was that?
Yeah, that really looked like a big flying train. Yeah, and they right there
Yeah, look, there it is.
in that cloud. See, what I always look for is I look for the conning tower. If it's triangle and you can find a conning tower on it, like the Star Wars movie, where they have that big, top platform on the back end, the conning tower, where they drive it from, the main deck or whatever you want to call it. And if that matches, and this kind of does, if you can see the conning tower and you see the triangle, you got a very close Star Destroyer, and they go by all the time. All the time. I've personally seen one twice in the sky myself. One time, one was parked and one flew over my head. And they're absolutely silent, and the animals don't like it. Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
It stayed the same shape pretty
but
much
if it
the
has
whole
a conning
way.
tower, that's an asteroid. A whole bunch of other littler ones. I think that's Irene. I could be wrong. That is the bottom of Asteorid's moon generically. And there's a whole bunches of asteroids underneath. And we're going to see way, way bigger ones and more of them going all the way up to December. And they're going to get very big and very close and very, very fast.
Oh, they're going to freak out and stick all those trails up there again.
I hope we don't. It's possible we'll have one of those early events. This is where they're in Russia, where that meteor came in. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Yep.
Isn't that clever? Yeah.
That's pretty good, Alexander. Excellent job.
Wow.
Excellent job. Well, I want to capture that. Send me a screen capture of that, would you please?
Yeah, we need a screenshot
The
of that
asteroid
thing.
itself. Question, was that the skull right there? Was my question.
That's what I thought.
Briefly, that looked like the skull. Like right there, in the just to the upper right of the sun, that looks like the skull. Still right there, still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like the skull. It's got a cloud in front of its face as usual. Zorch. Yeah, the skull asteroid. I often wonder if somebody carved that or if that's natural. But the skull asteroid is quite real. NASA even announced it 4 years after we did. See the spiral? There's the spiral asteroid. Which of course behind the cloud. Yeah, that's probably the bottom of Uri and Atu. Boy, look at that. That's illuminated.
Something. Ooh, look at that. Sticking out, man.
Now remember, behind Uri is Saru, and Saru does affect her. Yeah, look at all the asteroids going by. Lots of stuff up there, guys.
There's Alex chiming in right now. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Crazy week.
I haven't even gotten to the bottom of the list. I see Katie Joe is here. Hi, Katie Joe.
Katie Joe. Hey, Katie.
I really wish that everybody out there would start doing this with your friends. I know it's a hard subject to do, but I looked at the view count again on YouTube, and we're only getting 500, 600 views. And I looked at Christopher's site today, and its view count could sure go up, folks. And please go to Christopher's site and at least watch a couple of his videos. The man needs some likes and some subscribes and some notification bell ring and all that going on. So please do subscribe to these folks' hard work, and then share it with your friends. And they may laugh at you, but say, hey, you know, there's this group that have been doing this for 14 years, and they're pretty darn credible. At least we hope you think that. And look, yeah,
a lot of people have been saying
the sun they're staring at. Look, it's being cut off from the upper right. There's something blocking the light right there, guys. Something really happening. That's not your normal sun.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have been like coming out and saying that they tell people and they dismiss them, and within a few months they'll come back and start asking them questions because they're starting to see, you know, you got to spark an interest in people.
Right.
Thank
and you
you,
can start just by
Alexander.
saying, have you noticed the weird dark spots in the sky? Have you noticed that there's something wrong with the sky?
Right.
We've been noticing anomalies that don't make sense, which is how everybody got here. Every one of us, every person that's in Montana Skywatcher 1 or 2 over the years, all noticed that there was something wrong with the sky. And if you start there and you take somebody outside and you actually, you know, I mean, if you do have a sighting where it's actually functioning, where you go, holy crap, I got to go tell my neighbor, do so. Yeah, it's a crazy topic, and oh my God, how can you possibly believe this is really happening? And you're just this crazy conspiracy theory guy. No, it's really happening, and it's really the coolest show you ever.
Yeah.
You'll never get a chance to see this unless you start looking now. It's just awesome.
That's the hardest
It's insanely
hurdle
awesome.
to get past, is to get people to believe you that it's really happening. It's not just an idea or a theory, you know, but, you know.
Hell, we'd be just talking about one planet. No, 7.
Right.
Not including Immeru.
Right.
You know, oh my God, you know, And we don't even really have the actual planetary count. We don't have the moon count, right? I know we don't. There's no way for us to call it, you know. We know that, you know, the Tan asteroid could quite easily be a moon. But we've never had it close up enough to actually see the surface